Imagine going from happily married to homeless, living in a tent with your young son. Well, this was the daily reality for Rhiannon Rees, whose life spiralled out of control after uncovering a shocking family secret.
But this gutsy lady refused to be beaten and set herself on an extraordinary new path to success.
Rhiannon Rees had it all, then lost everything.
I came home one day and my husband was actually in my lingerie. Because the shock was so great, everything just started to fall apart. Like, my business started going down the toilet, my marriage was obviously on the rocks.
A messy divorce and a business gone bust left her homeless and desperate.
I actually ended up living in a tent.
But this Riches to Rags tale has a happy ending.
If it wasn't for you, and you.
Rhiannon turned her life around to become a life coach, mixing with some of the biggest names in show business, as psychic to the stars. She's worked with the cast of Grey's Anatomy.
Dr. Grey, did you and your intern tell a woman who came in to have her moles removed that she was dying?
Oh, dear. I mean, crap.
The X-Files.
I'm already way past the point of common sense here.
And even the Spice Girls.
Make it last forever. Friendship never ends.
And Rhiannon joins us on the show now. Great to have you here, Rhiannon.
Thanks for having me.
Good morning.
Now, dying to hear all about this. Tell us about your work as a psychic with the stars.
Oh, it's really interesting. Like, the very first time you work with a celebrity, it's like, oh my God, I'm working with someone from the Spice Girls, and then, you know, how do you deal with that? But then once you've worked with one, they're just another person like you or I. They have a much busier schedule, so they're very busy, but it's no different. I mean, one of my funny stories was when I was working with one of the Spice Girls, we were in a hotel room and the doorbell kept ringing, and the girl was just saying, bring it in, put it on the table. And what were you saying about my boyfriend? You know, so because people know when they're there, so they're just inundated with gifts.
What are some of the celeb predictions that you've made that have come true?
Brad and Angelina, 7 children. They're at 6 now, and I predicted that when they had 2. Right. Farrah Fawcett getting cancer, and that's, I mean, it's pretty sad when you have those sorts of predictions, but yeah, that one. The bloodshed in Pakistan. I did have one with George Bush that didn't actually come true, but yeah, I was doing the predictions yearly as well. So.
Okay.
Yeah. And, I mean, Rhiannon, to date, there's been a very strong connection or similarity between you and the story of Will Smith in The Pursuit of Happiness. So
yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
It's very... I have to pinch myself every day going, oh my God, look at my life now. Like, it was only 2 years ago that I was living in a tent going to the food bank for food. That's very hard to believe, that I couldn't feed my child. I couldn't clothe him. I didn't have any opportunity, and I was totally dead inside. So that was a very, very tough time, and I really reached really deeply to bring that out and to transform my life, and all I want to do is help others.
So people have to listen to you now, don't they? Because of that experience, that's made you an incredibly strong person, very worldly. How did you go about turning your life around? Because when you are down there and you're looking up and you're looking at the sunshine, how do you get out of that place?
That's the best question, Larry. I used to pray to God every day, please God, help me change my life. But what I didn't realise was, at the end of the day, it had to be me to change my life. You know, here am I looking for a miracle. And what happened was, I got a call that my mum was desperately ill. And when you put a child or a mother in front of you, you will actually make a difference. So I'm like, oh my God, I need to borrow money, borrow points to get back to look after my mum. So when I did that, then I started to make small changes, like 1 foot in front of the other each day, to becoming a business coach, mentor, like to changing my life. And I've sort of, in the last 2 years, not looked back. And I think when you lose everything, I had nothing to lose. I've just gone the other way, going, well, what can I gain? And all I want to do is help people to transform that.
Brilliant, though, that you give back. So from what you've learned, you're now teaching others.
Yeah, through my retreats.
And what are you actually working on at the moment?
So at the moment I've done 22 retreats in North America, and I did them all by word of mouth, so I never did any advertising at all. I did one thinking I'll just do one, and then people would get a group together going, would you please do another one? So my first one's in Rockhampton and Yeppoon. They're called Love Living the Dream Retreats, Journey to the Inner You. And it's all about shedding all those outer layers of stuff, like the masks that we wear, that we go out into the world. Like, just be authentically you, and just be totally genuine, and be as much love as you can be in each moment. And then you can find something inside yourself to propel yourself forward. And if you ask the right question of yourself, you can change your life. That's what I'm trying to teach.
Gee, fascinating stuff, and it's stuff we all need to know. We've sort of forgotten it, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're so busy, and technology and family, we lose that, the heart of it all. Hey, great to talk to you. Could talk to you for hours, but we're out of time.
Oh, thanks, Larry.
Thank you.
Thanks, Fifi. I really appreciate it.
All the information about the retreat, of course, we're going to have on our website too, because we know people will be interested.
Really appreciate it.
Thank
you very much.
Okay.